And what a great weekend. I mean, the fear that they would not show up. I had an actual fear that this was going to be an horrific game because they had nobody.
It was going to be the end of the season if they lost.
Yeah. Well, it's the end of Baltimore season. They're bad. They're terrible. But they just, boy, did they show up from the very first drive, just an ass kicking. Now Baltimore have nobody, right? The injuries are just ridiculous how bad it is. It's almost like they're the Baltimore Astros.
Tell it to the Astros. Yeah, I don't care. Astros didn't get it done. They had to get it done. You play with the people on your team, and they look like a can of quit. Well, I mean, the Baltimore Ravens defense is legitimately terrible. I've never seen. Yeah. It's one of the worst defenses I've seen, and it's every week they're getting beat like this. Yeah. Every week their defense is getting smoked. And the Texans looked, I got to say, Nick had the good plays yesterday.
He did call the good plays. He actually did.
Maybe he's learning a little bit.
You played two really bad teams back to back, but you showed up. You showed out. I mean, this is we got to play CJ's quote, the one about the O-line, Dell, and he gave all credit. Well, first he gave credit to God on the field.
God and the offensive line.
Yeah, God, they've gone through some adversity, and God was still there for him. Mm-hmm. So big ups. Big ups to God for hanging with the team. Yep, for staying with the team. And no, I gotta give CJ credit. I mean, I love his faith, and he's not afraid to show it, and that's great. That's awesome. But listen to his quote about he's talking about the offensive line, and it was you'll hear. I mean, right away, CJ's back. CJ is back. His confidence is back. There's no question about that. Here is CJ talking about the O-line.
All linemen did a great job, and that's where it starts. I think I'm one of the best. When I get the time and I can deal it out. And our O-line did amazing this game, and when that happens, Kels is calling a great game, and our receivers running really good routes. We've been getting better at practice every week, and I think that's where you see the growth. But yeah, it really starts with him.
I'm one of the best when I get some time, and you know what? Good, God bless.
I wanted to have that confidence.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't care.
There were some people that really got. I didn't understand it because CJ said, "Yeah, I was watching myself when I was in high school, and I'm an old man now."
Well, that was taken. Yeah, that was
was so ridiculous. I think people, this guy, he's got to go. He's 24 and he's.
I get making jokes about it. We would have made jokes about, CJ. I know exactly what you mean. I've got a back
sciatic.
When I was 24 is when I really started having a lot of, issues with my neck, and when it would rain, my knee would hurt.
Right. Throwing discs,
but
elbow.
But I saw people like, I'm just tired of him. We need to draft someone else. I'm like, well, no, wait. It was actually it was kind of a joke. I mean, I know he's saying, I look faster there. Yeah. CJ's not a speedster out of the pocket. He did have a nice scramble early in the game, up the middle, extended. Up the middle, he damn near ran it for a touchdown.
Yeah, right down the sideline.
That's the longest run I've ever seen CJ have in his life. Is that the longest?
Well, I mean, and he is 24. He's getting up there now. So I was shocked that he still had that motor. Still, that he was able to do at 24. In 2 days, he was able to get around the corner.
I thought CJ kind of was like. Even if he wasn't joking, it doesn't bother me. I don't care about this. No. You're a pocket quarterback anyway, who we need to be a good scrambler. I feel he had better awareness in the pocket too.
I'm one of the best.
I'm one of the best.
He's one of the best.
Well, he is one of the. Well, now so just a couple of weeks ago, we were questioning whether or not CJ was.
I'm one of the best.
No, we were seriously wondering, is this guy any good?
Dale's got a new hot.
Here's the difference. Now he did play a couple of bad teams. There's no question about that. But he got the ball out in 2.46 seconds yesterday. 2.46 seconds, which is the best I think he's ever done.
And some credit to Nick Caley. Nick Caley because you also his play calling yesterday. There was a lot of opportunities for quicker throws. It was not all long developing. I'm gonna look at the all-22 this morning, but I think Nick also, and this should be expected, is growing as a play, is understanding, okay, This is what I have. I can't run these double verticals, max protection, longer routes. I've got to give CJ opportunities earlier because there's certain things that CJ doesn't do as well as other things. And there's certain things where he's really strong at. Well, Nick Caley's job is to keep his offense humming with the things the team are good at doing. That's what he's got to do. Like, your job is to put your team in the best chance, and there's going to be some things that I don't think CJ is particularly strong at sitting through and getting through progressions quickly, 3 progressions. I think he's good at making a 1-2 read and getting the ball out. And I think when CJ is coached to, hey, let's look for this quickly, or will you give him the opportunity to, that's when he's good. When CJ gets in rhythm and gets confident, we saw it happen in against the Chargers. Literally, he went from looking like a bad quarterback to a really good quarterback in a matter of plays. Mm-hmm. And it's a confidence thing for him. I mean, it literally can click for him and turn on. And I thought yesterday it clicked for him right away. I noticed whenever he runs and gets out of the pocket and has and gets involved with his legs early on, there seems to be a level of confidence. I'm not asking him to be a running quarterback, but for some reason, he becomes more confident.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. There are certain plays, you're right. There's certain plays that really boost him early on. He's just looking good right now. And it's maybe in large part because Baltimore sucks. Let me tell you,
Baltimore is still Baltimore. The psychological.
Yeah, but they suck.
No, they're not good defensively at all. And then, the Titans actually came back and won, came back from behind and won yesterday. I don't care who it's against because those teams can win on any given Sunday. And so I want CJ. I would be more worried. Can you imagine how worried we'd be if CJ threw 4 touchdowns? Yeah. Can you imagine the feeling of if they had scored 20 points against this defense?
Yeah. No, that would have been. God. But they didn't. I mean, they were really good.
No, they were really good.
I don't
from
know.
The beginning.
Yeah. Now they got a week off, and here.
I wish they didn't.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't. And thank you for Lamar being out. And this is how I view sports. I want your best players out when my team faces you. I don't care. No, I want your guys gone.
Beat it.
This was the best case scenario. Bunch of starters out. This was great. I wish every Sunday could be like this for the Texans. Yeah. Everyone's starters are out. That'd be the best football ever. Oh, Josh Allen's out.
Oh, wow.
Josh Allen's out. Oh, they're playing. Look who they're playing. They're playing the Colts. Anthony Richardson's going to step in place of Daniel Jones.
Oh, that would be nice.
That would be great.
What if they bench Daniel Jones now?
Yeah.
Now, I don't want him injured. Just bench him.
Yeah, they did put up 40. I mean, it's going to be tough. Anthony Richardson did catch a pass, so maybe they're moving him to tight end.
Maybe. Well,
I don't want that because that means Daniel Jones plays more.
No, I don't want that because Anthony Richardson probably is a pretty good tight end.
He's probably better than quarterback.
He's not as good as
Tyler. He had one catch for 9 yards. He had a pass he completed.
Yeah, he's not going to be a quarter. Well, look at the guys who've left now. Baker Mayfield is one of the best quarterbacks.
Yeah,
in the league.
But Geno Smith, that dream is over.
Yeah,
like that was a cool season you had in Seattle. Yeah. But I don't even know what happened to that guy. He opened up a can of quit yesterday. Like, he literally quit on the field. They need to go back to Aiden O'Connell.
He quit because they...
Well, is Aiden O'Connell hurt? I can't remember if O'Connell's out with an injury. But Geno was terrible. Our guy... But let me try to stay on the Texans. This is hard. CJ, when things aren't going well, I think... I mentioned this last week. He tends to hold himself accountable, but he looks at what you could be doing also. And I think that creates a level of additional stress on him because he's like, well, you're not doing this. Well, this play caller's not doing this. When things are going good, they go really good for CJ. Yeah. And I think it's important for him. And I'm not trying to, I swear this is not, don't try to cut this up and make this video something it's not, Sam. This is literally me saying that I think CJ Stroud, it's important that he and Nick Caley see the game the same way. And it's important for CJ to recognize, Nick may know some ball that, he may have a vision of things that that makes some sense, that I never really thought of that way. It's important for Nick Caley don't just call the offense. Call the offense relative to what CJ does.
All Nick Caley has to realize is
I'm one of the best.
He's one of the best.
and he'll be fine. Just
He's
realize.
one of the best.
Oh.
He's no Carson Beck, but he's one of the best.
Maybe you're not concerned. Are you concerned about the offensive line still, Dell?
Not against a Ravens defensive front that I can't name a player on. No.
Wow. And Ode.
That is kind of true.
Odafe did. No, but offensive line, good for them.
Yeah.
Good. They deserve all the credit in the world that they've actually played better than people give them credit for. You and I both have seen that.
Yeah.
It's funny. So did who was I watching talking about the offensive line has been actually pretty good. Did we have somebody on?
Yeah.
I know Johnny Harris and I had that conversation as well.
No, I don't think we had anybody on. But listen, their pressure rate is like 12th best in the league right now. Pressure rate for season.
Yeah, it's gone way
best.
down.
Yeah, it's gone way down.
It's gone way down.
Well, way yeah. Pressure rate has gone down, and their ranking has gone up. They're like ranked the 12th best in pass protection in the league right now.
As a team, they've actually done pretty well as a team. They've had individual breakdowns. And look, ultimately you're judged on what happens on a play. So an individual breakdown looks bad for the whole unit. But I'm telling you, I've actually been happier with how the team has handled movement, twists. Like, they are handling it way better under Cole Popovich than they did under Chris Strausser. The players, Shaq Mason being out, Ed Ingram being in, it's actually made a big difference. Juice Scruggs has played better. Ursery's going to get better as the season goes on because he's a rookie. Titus Howard, they're doing a pretty decent job up front. It's something that needs to be mentioned. You had some ability to run the football yesterday. Look, you beat the Ravens. As far as when you look back at this in 3 years, you're going to see a win against the Ravens on the road. That's all I care about.
I hope we're not looking back at random regular season games 3 years from now.
I do all the time.
I hope they are reaching bigger goals than. Remember that time?
We beat the Ravens?
We beat the
Ravens?
First time in franchise history.
No, that is fine as a discussion point this week. But he said 3 years from now. I hope we are past talking about regular season victories.
You can hope all you want.
This is my hope.
By history.
This is just my hope.
We talk about regular season
why?
games
Because
here.
we're talking about Super Bowls now?
I hope so.
Okay,
what's the point if not for that?
I hope so too, Dale.
Just slow down. We beat the
Yes,
Ravens without Lamar.
Listen,
Slow down.
This is what I'm saying. I don't want to
take a step at a time.
I don't want to revel in that 3 years from now. That's all.
Well, I mean, what were you reveling in two weeks ago here?
Playoff wins, divisional win. Hey, we got to the divisional round the last couple of years. Remember that?
Division?
Yeah. Now the Colts are apparently the dominant force, and not even just the AFC South, the AFC.